One of the true powers of WordPress is the ability to completely change your design by simply activating a new theme. The theme is what's going to control how your WordPress looks on the front end. Currently, I'm using the default theme that was installed when I deployed WordPress into my project, and the current theme is 2016. You're going to see that along with this theme, I have a button to customize. If I click customize, it's going to open something called the customizer. The customizer lets you change certain things about your theme. So let's just take a look at what we can change with the customizer before we look at changing the theme itself. You'll see that once you go into the customizer, you have some different tabs that are going to be available. These, of course, are going to be different depending on the theme that you've chosen. In this theme, 2016, I have Site Identity. Here I can add a logo. So if I had a logo for my website, I could select the logo and add it in. I could also change the site title, and I could change the timeline that's going to show up. I also have the ability to toggle on display site title and tagline. If I make any changes when I'm in the customizer, before I save and publish, it'll update and preview those changes right on my website. So for instance, if you had indeed added a logo, you may not want or need the title and the tagline to show up. I'm going to leave those on for now. The site icon is used in the browser. It's basically creates a favicon, so you can add this as well. I'm going to go ahead and click the back button to return. The next option we have available is colors. This is where you can set the colors that have to do with your site. So I'm going to change the background color, and I'm going to pick a color that's more oceany. I'll make the background color a dark teal. You can also set the page background color. This is the color that shows up where the content appears. I'll leave that at white, but you can see if I change it how it would affect my site. A link color has to do with the actual links that are appearing in the site. I am going to change the link color, and again I'm going to pick more of a teal color for the links. The main text color is going to control the text color, and the secondary text color would control other text that appears within the site. In this case it would be like the tagline to my site. I'm going to go ahead and click the little return arrow from colors to go back in. Here I can set a header image. Header image will actually apply a header image to your site. Let's set a header image to see what that looks like. Currently these are the pictures that I've uploaded into my site. I'm going to go ahead and get a new image to use as my header image. I'll select this picture of the turtle swimming. I'm going to select and crop. You can see that WordPress is automatically letting me know the size that this needs to be in order to be the image that I want to use on my header. If I alter the size of the image, I can adjust the crop settings. I'll go ahead and just make sure that the turtle fits in. I'm going to click crop image, and it's going to place this image up here as the header image. You also have the ability to randomize the uploaded header images. If you do this, you can choose from another header image. So if we added an additional image, now what's going to happen is that when the page is refreshed, it's going to randomize this uploaded header image. So sometimes you'll see the turtle and sometimes you'll see the shark. I'll leave it at the turtle for right now. I'm going to click the back button to go back. The next option I have is the background image. You can also set your image to be a background image instead of a solid color. We're going to leave that at a solid color, so I'm going to ignore that setting. Menus allows you to control the menus, and all of these settings are going to be controlled via the theme that you've chosen. So in this theme, I only have the option to add 2 supported menus. You can see that it does let me know that I can place menus in a widget area with the custom menu widget. I have my primary menu, and then I have a social links menu. Since I don't have any social links, I'll just leave this as is, and I'm going to return to the main setting. The next option is widgets, where you can control your widgets. We've already talked about widgets, so we're not going to change anything here. It should be noted though that this area gives you the opportunity to add or reorder current widgets that you have on your site. The final option is to add a static front page. This particular theme supports a static front page. That means that instead of displaying a front page that has my latest posts, I could in turn choose a static page. If you choose static page, you're going to have to select the page that you want to display. So we might decide to have our About Us page be the home page for our particular site. You can see that I also have the option to select a post page. I don't have a post page per se, so I'm just going to leave this at select. This would be the page that was the default home page. It would be the list of all of the posts that I had made in my site. I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Publish. I'll click the X to get out of the customizer, and let's just quickly go into the front end portion of our website. If I refresh my website now, you can see that this is what my page looks like. This is my Contact Us page, but you can see that we do have the header image. I'm going to go to the About Us page, and here's the About Us page, which should look exactly like the home page. And you can see that it does. The other pages are going to have their content, but all of the pages are going to display our header image that we've chosen. If you ever want to return and make any other edits to the customizer, you can go to the theme section and click on the theme and click customizer, or in the appearance pull down menu you actually have the option to get into the customizer. So you could go into the customizer and make any edits. I'm just going to go back to static front page and change my page to just the default, which is select. This will display a summary of my initial posts, which is what I'm going to have appearing as my home page on this particular project. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that Randomize Uploaded Headers is selected. I thought that that was selected from before, but it appeared that it wasn't. If I go ahead and save and publish and go back to the front end portion of my website, you can see that on some of the pages I'll see the turtle images, and some of the pages I'll see the shark image. It's going to randomize the pictures that display based on where I click. Obviously, if I had uploaded and included more pictures into this section, it would randomize them accordingly. The customizer does work in a similar fashion, but depending on the theme that you've chosen, you may or may not have all of these options. Just keep that in mind, but the customizer is a quick, easy way that you can customize the default theme settings in more of a WYSIWYG type of format.